everybody, and welcome back to Shave Up Professor here. So, as I mentioned in my video on my other channel, the announcement, I rebranded Professor's Review to Professor's Garage, and I noticed that my haircut was more terrible than I actually thought it was, because I hadn't seen the back at all. So today, we're going to hopefully fix it. If we don't fix it, we're just going to give myself a whole new haircut, because I've hated it, and it's time, and I finally have time and made time to do this. So I've already done a little bit of prep. Got my cape on. This is actually one that my mom got me. I think this is actually the first time I've ever used it. She got it me, I think, right when I graduated. I don't remember. My tripod is kaput, but just enough to still function. So, when I told the barber what I wanted for a haircut, I was asking for a Euro hawk, and what I was wanting is, pretty much a wide mohawk, short on the sides, and I showed him this picture, and he liked it. He thought he was down for doing it and everything, but it didn't turn out right. So we're going to go ahead and try and fix it and deal with this broken, janky little tripod, but let's get going. The prep already parted my hair off because this was up, and so first thing I noticed was it was uneven. So we're going to try and even it up, but because I really wanted the length. There's this guy on Instagram, he's a musician. I actually met him at school and at a restaurant I worked at for a while. And he had the exact haircut I was looking for. He had long hair, which I do want to grow my hair out. Okay, it's still parted. Might have to tighten that up a little bit. But he had exactly what I was wanting. Nice big long mohawk, because one thing I wanted to do was do a Dutch braid, because I thought that would look really cool. But we're probably in this video just going to end up taking everything down. But I want to grow my hair out. But we'll have to get to that eventually. So I'm going to start off by just cutting off this and cutting the sides down to a 4. And if it looks fine, then I'll take the sides down to a 2 and keep the length, but I'll probably take the length down to an 8, which is 1 inch. And then if I do that, I'm definitely going to do the back as a 7. I did the haircut I wanted by myself once, and I had a video where I had that haircut, but I wanted to, my hair was shorter, and when I was cutting it again, I messed it up. So we're going to try and fix this, and we're probably just going to shave it off, mostly off, but let's go ahead and take this out. But yeah, first thing I noticed, day after, I was kind of noticing it in chair at the barber shop, that it was uneven. This was down here and this side was up higher. The part was uneven on both sides. But I was subconsciously noticing it. I couldn't place a finger on what was wrong with my haircut, but it still looked fine enough. All styled, and styling did help a lot with how he had cut my hair, but once I really need to just decide a hairstyle that I like that needs very low maintenance, because I honestly don't style my hair as much as I should, partially because I don't have any product, and partially because I don't really make the time to do it. But we're going to go ahead and keep this part where it is. I don't know why I did air quotes on last time I said part, but hey, I do what I do. And then I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to shave my beard. This is not just because it's quarantine, because where I am, we're out of quarantine, have been for a while, and the work I do is essential, so I never really was quarantined, really, as many people out there were and have been and still are. So I didn't get that part of the experience of the pandemic, but when it was still in full force, you know, when my town was still quarantined, I was out going out and driving to and from work and walking to and from work, and it was really nice. There was no traffic and it was really quiet. And then when it loosened up, I was like, where'd all this traffic come from? Man, I'm in a small town, so when there's a few cars, that's traffic. But it was funny. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn around and give you guys a view of the back. I'm not going to see it till the playback, but maybe. And I've been thinking, that feels better. It feels, it's more even, feels more even. But it slept on my hair weird, so it's kind of sticking up here, and just different lengths, and yeah, I'm probably going to have to shave it all out. Of course, I knew that going in. I'm trying to make this just as quick as possible, because last time I was making a video, it was a root beer review for the other channel, and I ran out of space. But I've removed a lot of stuff, old videos, old things that I'd edited and posted and just haven't deleted yet. So hopefully I have a good amount of charge. Storage space. Let's go ahead and trim this up some more. But one of the first things, other than it, you know, kind of not noticing but not noticing in the barber chair that it was uneven. Let's see here, you're right there and you're right there. Okay, that's much more symmetrical and even. But you're right there. Okay, that's even. So he was like a ½ inch off center. But another thing I noticed was right here, it was kind of a step, and you might see it, I don't know. But it was long, there was a shorter and longer, and I was like, hey, you know, it was bothering me. He didn't really do anything. He did say that, you know, if you chopped it off, you know, just based on how it looked, and so I took it. And I can't see the back of my head, but it felt to my fingers off and not exactly how I wanted. But he explained it, and I took that explanation that it needed to be that way, and I'm going to take his word on that, so that's fine. But just in the chair, it was bothering me until I got the explanation. I got home, got, you know, another day or two after my haircut. You know, I really noticed it was uneven or asymmetrical. And then, what I also noticed is that the back of my head, okay, my left side was longer, so it was like at an angle to the hairs. And so that bothered me too. But I just haven't gotten around to correcting it. If I could, I would have loved to correct this haircut myself. You know, get a barber's comb, a nice clipper comb, and be like, But I can't separate my head or anything like that to give myself a proper haircut from a barber's perspective or position. See that? I like that a lot better, but the line kind of curves down a little bit sooner than I want. But I did run out of memory. That's what I get for rambling. Oh well. I went in and trimmed this area, and I mean, I guess it matches, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and shave it all off. So let's go ahead and get a good view, and we'll get rid of the frohawk. I had a frohawk in high school. It was really nice. Had it for a week. I have a couple ridges right here, a little bit thinner than this mohawk, but a couple ridges that go right here. So what I had done is shaved down both sides and just had a nice frohawk. It was probably about this length too, but we're gonna go get rid of this. Yeah. But yeah, this isn't just because of the quarantine. It's just I have 3 kids now. Foster parent, yes! And I work nights. So, yeah, I haven't gotten it all straightened out to get a really good routine going. So, but let's shave this before I run out of power or memory. But I should have about 12 minutes, so about a minute and a half left, or 11 and a half minutes now. There we go. Yes, look at that. Look kind of like the mayor from Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Or The Grinch. That's right, that's what it's called. I actually saw that movie in theaters. But I also want to grow my hair out because it is thinning. But this is going to look nice and neat. Give you guys the look at the back. Alright. And I'm just going to shave the rest off. But one of the guest artists that came to my school while I was there, Aubrey Lutz. I thought I wasn't going to remember his name, but I did. He's from South Africa. He's really cool. He kind of wears funny pants, but he's, as far as I know, he's pretty dang rich. And he's in the fashion industry and hair industry, so he can be as eccentric as he wants, which is awesome. In my opinion, I have a fairly eccentric sense of style also. But I just don't have the money to buy all the clothes I want, or the time to make clothes that I want. Like, I totally go down the street and cosplay. I mean, I recorded a video in cosplay for Mario Day. Well, it was actually a couple days later. I don't remember. But I actually wore that to work and stuff, and I should wear it again just because sometime when I go to town. Let's get this area really good. But one thing he was saying, circling back to my tangent, which is actually really good because a tangent is a line part of a circle, and so you can circle back. That's really cool. It was good. Nerdy, mathematic. Okay, enough rambling. But one thing he was saying was that, of course, he was talking to hairstylists and barbers, cosmetologists and barbers, but it goes for anyone in the industry. I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him. But he was saying that get used to seeing with your fingers. You know, you should be able to like braid or, you know, style or do hair and stuff just with your fingers without looking. Because they're like 10 little eyes. And so you can really see better the hair with practice. And so when I was in that barber's chair and I was like, okay, some stuff's off back here, you know, I was like that. And I said, like, well, yeah, you know, you kind of see with your fingers as a barber. I'm pretty sure the guy knew I was a barber. I'm like 99% sure that the barber knew I was a barber. But there's a couple other barbers and stylists in town, but I personally didn't really trust anyone else trying to fix that haircut. I really should have contacted the shop and been like, hey, what's your policy on correcting haircuts? You know, within like the next day or 2 days later, but I just was so busy I didn't ever get around to it. But I've only been doing nights for like 2 months now, but I was already doing nights at that time. And so it's hard and annoying to go back in. But yeah, I showed the guy the picture I showed earlier, and he's like, oh yeah, burst fade, let's do it. And I don't remember double checking, but I don't think it was actually a burst fade. I don't think it really faded my hair at all on the sides. I'm not even going to try and fade it right now. Because I just want to have a decent haircut again. And the funny thing is, nobody told me how bad my haircut looked. My wife says she did, but I don't remember it. But I'll trust her and believe her that she did say it, because she would. But I don't know, I just personally didn't think it was that bad. Because I was like, I finally have a haircut that I want, that I've been wanting. But not so much anymore. This is a 2, which is 1/8 of an inch. No, 1/4 inch. Sorry, mate. And I'm just going to zip around the sides with that. Cool. I'm not going to go too detailed on the edges, my back of my neck and stuff, just because I want to get this done with. But, oh yeah, and I don't have a little hand mirror to look in the mirror and do the back of my head very well. I've done it without a mirror, but I don't feel like doing that today. Maybe in a few weeks we'll get the haircut that I want. And we'll do a video. But go ahead and go check out my other channel. I'll put a link to it in the description, maybe an end card now or eventually. Probably closer to eventually, because or computer or laptop with internet access is currently unavailable. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it now because I got just a couple minutes left of recording, and because of the video I deleted was 12 minutes, so I'll finish up, but I'm going to use trimmers and do a line here a little bit so I can shave easily after my shower. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and shave up. Alright, there we go. It's not what I was wanting, but it looks good. It looks better.